For further analysis, we're joined from Moscow by former advisor to Russian President Vladimir Putin, Mr. Sergey Markov. Welcome to Q News. Mr. Markov, how does the Dabaa nuclear power plant benefit Egypt economically in your own point of view?
It's clear Vladimir Putin told that this nuclear power station will give 10% of the total amount of electricity power of Egyptian economy. So it's a good step forward to the development of economy. Also, it's very high-tech part of economy. I should add that Russia not only constructed nuclear power station with few reactors, but also Russia helped Egypt to create new sector of economy because Russia invited hundreds of young people from Egypt to study nuclear energy economy and technologies in Russian universities. And as a result, something in 5-10 years, Egypt will have just new sector of economy, very high-tech sector. Also should add that nuclear energy is very good from ecological point of view. Maybe it's the best from ecological point of view compared with another sources of producing electricity and heat. So it's a very positive impact to the development of Egyptian economy and society.
What strategic advantages does Russia gain from participating in this $30 billion project?
Russia has benefits because, of course, this construction of nuclear power station is beneficial business and profitable business. That Russia will have a profit. Specifically, Rosatom, one of the leading Russian corporation and leading world-scale corporation in nuclear energy. Rosatom will have profit. It will be profit not right now, but big corporations, first of all, rely on the long-term projects. So Russian corporation will collect profit possibly from this atomic nuclear power station during not years, but even decades of years.
Yes.
And also Russia showed to in other countries that Russia very reliable and very high developed country as partner for the construction of atomic power station.
With the plant expected to provide around 10% of Egypt's electricity, how significant is this for Egypt's energy security and also long-term economic growth?
And of course, any economy needs, first of all, more electricity. That's why nuclear power station is important. But also more electricity now, meaning more competition between producers of electricity. And as a result, the price for electricity for general Egyptian economy will decrease. It's also very good for the competitiveness of the Egyptian general sectors of economy. It means that some profit from construction of such Russian nuclear power station on Egyptian territory, every Egyptian will have small, but nevertheless specific profits from construction of this atomic power station.
Mr. Markov, how important is Russia's role in technology transfer, financing, and specialist training for the success of this project, and what impact might this have on bilateral relations?
I think this is continuation of the bilateral relation between Russia and Egypt, which continued many decades and which started after Egypt became independent from Great Britain imperialist colonial ruling. And Russia and Egypt cooperating all this decade in many areas. And after collapse of Soviet Union, we understand that it was some break in such cooperation. And also, after Egyptian government became more pro-American, it was some problem. But now Russian-Egyptian relationship recovering. It's based, first of all, on the fact that Western countries, United States and Europe, are more in crisis, and also because Russian policy on the Middle East region generally in big scale based on the interest of Russian major allies such as Egypt.
Mm-hmm. And could the development of local expertise and high-tech skills in Egypt create new economic opportunities beyond the nuclear sector?
Beyond, first of all, this atomic power station created, in fact, new sector of Egyptian economy, and this is good for the nuclear sector. But also, of course, for example, construction companies, they have a lot of profit because they took part in construction of this very huge part of economy. Also, another business in Egypt will have more cheap electricity, which helps them for economic development.
And how does the Dabaa fit into Egypt's broader clean energy transition? And how might Russia leverage this project to strengthen its position in regional energy markets?
It's of course Egyptian government will decide what part of this power of electricity producing will go to the Egyptian economy, and what part will be exported to another countries. But in fact, that Egyptian government have such opportunity both to use it for the domestic economy and for export. It's already very profitable and beneficial for Egypt.
And what are the main risks and rewards for both countries in such a large-scale nuclear collaboration, considering, of course, financial, operational, and geopolitical factors?
Of course, now we understand that we live in the world with high turbulence. We have a lot of different conflicts. Nobody expected that war in Ukraine will happen. Just 5 years ago, nobody expected. Nobody expected that big conflict in the sector of Gaza will happen. Just again, 5 years ago, it was looked like peace. And of course, a lot of another regions could be dramatically became unstable. We cannot predict. But what we for sure can predict that more economy worked, better standard of living of the people. It means less potential for any political clashes and explosion. So better people to live, less revolution. And this creates more stability for Egypt and for the region.
Well, from Moscow, that was former advisor to Russian President Vladimir Putin, Mr. Sergey Markov. Always a pleasure having you. Thank you so much, sir.